Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the channel. And it's been a while since I posted anything. Since my video about the pixel art were so successful, I thought it might be nice to do something new about this digital low poly pixel art, which is pretty cool to make. And the reason I'm making this is because I see a lot of those arts and digital illustrations made on Photoshop or all these other quite expensive softwares and tools. And I thought it would be nice to show that you can do also this on Clipart Studio, which is the Manga Studio, with much more affordable tools. And it looks almost perfect, almost like professional art. So yeah, in this video we're going to do a low poly illustration on this very beautiful John Petrucci Majesty Music Man guitar. Okay, so at the beginning, what we have to have is a white background, because we're going to do the lines around the guitar in black, which is easier to work with. And then we're going to add our picture, alright? And then I work a little bit on the tone and on the colors of the guitar, but this I can show in another video. Another thing, we check the specifications of the canvas. We go for the image resolution, and I put all the images there, and then I choose the 600 resolution, and always in pixels. So you choose the unity here, px, alright? Because it's easier to work on this kind of, well, in digital illustration in general. Okay, alright. Okay, then we add a vector layer for the line around the image that you want to do. Okay, so we go here into polyline. I always do that. Polyline here on the left the left sidebar, and we choose polyline. So we do the specifications on the polyline. Brush size will be 1, and this is pixels as we established before. Opacity 100%, anti-aliasing strong. Brush shape will be pen, because it's more solid. And then we go here into this other configuration, and we go into brush size. And brush size, we can see this is like the 1 pixel that we choose before, and we mark this at least 1 pixel, because then when we doing the drawings, when we're doing the pole lines on the illustration, it would not have any gaps, so the colors and the drawings that we do inside would not ooze around the picture. Alright, so there you go. This is all the configurations that we need to do before starting the illustration. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we have here our vector layer. We put black color on our pole line, remember that, and then we go around the body of the guitar. But we have to go all around the body. It's not just the body shape, but it's also like buttons, all the things. Alright, so we start here on the neck, and then we go all around it. If you think you might miss something, or if something might leave a gap, you just go closer, zoom in, and then you can work better here. See? And then you have to go all here on the toggles and buttons and stuff like that, because we do the contours and the details only after we finish the body composition. Okay, I'll zoom out a little bit because it's easier to work. And well, you can see here when you have like a straight line, you don't have to do many points. But when you have curves, since we're doing straight lines and not curved lines, we need to add more points to the illustration. All right, so it's just pretty easy. It's just like a lot of small clicks here, and it's much well, at least for me, it's much easier to work with the mouse instead of the pen, because mouse has a little bit more sensitive click when we're doing this kind of composition. Okay, so when we go all around the body, try not to miss much, but you don't want also to have like 3,000 points here on the guitar, because since it's polyline, low poly art, does not have to be real in a way. Doesn't have to be so precise, because it's almost like pixel art. It's almost like you want to show that it is a low, not quality, but a low, yeah, you got it. It's almost like pixel art. So go all around the body here. Okay, just the neck. We'll go all over here, and then come here and close. Okay, so now if you hide the guitar layer here, you see all the contour of the guitar body. Alright, looks pretty cool already, and looks that doesn't have any gaps. So what we're doing now, what we're going to do now, is draw the small details inside the guitar. Alright, I'm gonna start with the shape of the guitar, the three-dimensionality of the guitar. So let's zoom in here on this area. Alright, so you see that we went from the top to bottom here, but we have to have this line inside. So we choose a point here. We choose a point here. Mostly, it's much better for you to choose a vertex than like the middle of a straight line, because after, when you're adding the shapes inside, it's better to have like in a triangle than to have like in the middle of the line. So we're adding the line here. Okay, so it's the same thing, just follow the line all around the body. Oof, miss a little bit here. So if you miss, also if you go like here crazy, just right button and then you go back, no worries. Okay, go over here all around it and come close, zoom in and close. Alright, so we have this shape here. Okay, see, looks pretty neat. And then we're going to do the next one, which is here in the bottom. So yet again, we choose a vertex, which will be this one, and we go all around the body. And again, I'm not trying to go for perfect curves or perfect well, especially curves, because we want to give this squared sort of feeling for the illustration. Okay, then this is an important part. We don't have any lines here, but it is a shape. It's like a curved shape from here to here, and then it goes straight from here to here. Alright, so when we're doing the polygons inside the shape of the guitar, we're choosing the specific places where it shows the three-dimensionality and where it shows the different shapes or different positions, different depths, different colors, shadows, and all these kind of things. So what I'm going to do is to put a line here. I will close it here in this vertex. So what does this do? It gives a perspective on the drawing. So in here we'll have a shadow, and here we'll have light, because it's a different shape. So it's a curved line here, and then it goes straight from here. And then you see that in the rest of the composition here. So we go over, we continue. Okay, grab a line here, and then go all over the body, doing the curves here, and then we choose this one, this vertex here. Okay, so if you hide the guitar, if you hide the illustration, the image, you have your vector. Right? Looks pretty cool. Yeah, looking good. So we did the basic three-dimensionality of the guitar. Alright? Now we're going to start to find the shadows, different shapes, different lighting, and trying to add that on our composition. Alright, since this is the first, is the easiest differentiality of this guitar, what I'm going to do next is to add the same thing that we did here, the three-dimensionality on the body, on the neck. So we're going on the neck here, going very close, and the neck, so this is a part of the body still, so we close here. Alright, and then we climb to the neck. We climb here, so here is where the neck is. Alright, then we go all over here, come and close. Okay, so check this. So we have the three-dimensionality of the neck now. Looks pretty cool. And we're going to do the same thing here on the front. Alright, we will for now we're going to skip the the strings. Alright, so see, I just did like one line, didn't have to close or anything. So let's check. See, all the three-dimensionality, the curves, intonations, the different shapes, different depths. So it's a really cool way to do this. Now I'm moving on to the body, and on this guitar they have this cool sort of black shield here. So this is not a different shape, it is mostly a different color only. But I'm also drawing this on my vector layer. Alright? Every time on the vector layer, don't start doing that on a different layer. I did that a lot I made the mistakes a lot. Sometimes you go to a different layer, trying to check something or whatever, and then you think you went back to your vector layer, but you actually didn't, and then you do a lot of work on the vector line, and then it's not actually on the vector layer. So yeah, so really check that. So I finish here on this black chute. So it is here. See? The black chute is already here. It's already made. Looks pretty cool. And what we're going to do now, which is also sort of easier to do, we're going to add the buttons and toggles. Alright? Like the clips here for the guitar strap, and the buttons and all the like tone volume, the toggles here. Okay, let's go over this one. So we have already the alt shape here, the outline. What we're going to do, we have to close this little guy. Okay, so just like we did before, but it has this opening here. No worries, we do the same thing. See? Because then we're going to add a color here inside, and it will give different perspective. So let's hide the line, the figure, see if it worked. Yeah, it did work. Looks cool, looks interesting. And we're going to the next one. So we go here. We're going really close of the button, so it's not like super visible, but it is visible. So that's what's matter. So as I said before, it don't have to be so precise, because it is at the end a low poly art. So you're not looking for sheer perfection on the shapes, but you're looking for this sort of video game kind of style, like vintage video game. Because if you go to well, anyway, okay, let's do the buttons now. So this is all hidden inside the outline shape that we did, remember? So we go here, we go to the outline of it, and then we're going to do all the like smaller details on the button also, right? So we close it here, we close the button, see? And then we're going to do this round shape also here, okay? Because here is another texture, here is another perspective. Here is round, and here is just circular, if you know what I mean. Okay? And well, I see there's like a little imperfection here, so I didn't like. Just start again. So let's go. Not going for imperfections now. Okay, and around. Cool. See? So we have our first button here. Let's go to the next one. So this already has a part of the outline. What we're going to do, we're going to zoom in and find the vertex here. Okay, found it, grab it, and then we're going down to the shape. and then here find the vertex again. Cool. Cool. Now we have to do this. Cool. Alright, so we finished this thing here. See? Button here. Very cool. And then we go to the last one. So it's the same thing, it's really easy. You're not looking for a perfect depiction of the button, you're looking for a representation of the button. And, well, not the button only, but the whole illustration is not to be realistic, it's about to be a representation of a real thing. So it's almost like a symbol, if I may. So let's check it out. Yeah, looks cool. We have our buttons, our toggles, we have the shield, we have the shape of the neck. What we're going to do now, do the pickups. So it's the same thing, go around the pickups, see? Again, doesn't have to be perfection, doesn't have to be a real depiction of it. It is about representation. Okay? So we want to give it some depth, right? So we go all over it, give a three-dimensionality, and voila, the first pickup. Right, moving on to the next one. This is it's a fun work to do, but also can be a little bit it's not boring, but it takes a lot of patience. So you have to be really patient, have to be really yeah, I think patience is the word, because otherwise you will you'll be really annoyed. Okay, second pickup here. What we're going to do now is do the small holes around the pickups. Again, not looking for perfection, just a representation, just to be closer to reality. Okay, I'm going to do the same with this one. Try not to leave any gaps when you're grabbing, when you're starting a different line, so always try to be precise on this matter, so when you color it after, the color will not flow around it, flow outside it. Okay, cool. I think it looks nice. Yeah, does look very, very nice. Now working on the bridge. So the bridge, it looks like the shape of the bridge is really clean. It doesn't have much details. It's very smooth. So this is a nice shape for us to work in low poly art. See, I'm going quite fast here around it. So I already have the shape of the bridge. just add like some minor details. Try to grab really here on the vertex. Alright. And try to close on the vertex also. Now let's add some of this three-dimensionality. Okay, you see where the light breaks here, where it turns, where it has the corners. So it's a very neat representation here. See, looks pretty cool. We're going to add the line here just to differentiate the where the corner is, right? Looks pretty cool. Check this out. Yeah, looks nice. So we have another layer here. See? And then we close here. And then we don't even need to see on the actual picture. We just close here. Alright, check this out. Looks cool. Looks really nice. Now we're going to add here. And just see where it starts. Here. We're going to add the string connectors here. So they're separate objects, alright? But I'm going to differentiate them only after when I'm adding the small details. See? So I did like a huge piece. It looks like a huge piece, but it's not actually. 6 small tools here. So what I do is just add a line that goes from here to here. Oh, see? I couldn't meet. So just go here to here. Okay? And you do it with the 6. I think it's easier to do it without the figure also, actually, because this part is quite dark, so you can miss the vertex here. So let's see how many we have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. So also again, even the shape, even the position, the thing, it is nice to not be so precise. Okay, let's add some depth here. Check this out. Looks nice, looks really cool. And the last thing we're going to do is the clips here. So this is a pretty easy one. Just go around it. Go around everything. And then you go to add the small details. This is like a sort of different shape of clip, but I'm not going to meet this standards. So it's going to look like this. Because again, as I told you, it is a representation and not a depiction of proper reality. Okay? And that's about Foley art. It is about how you represent and how you choose to represent the different things on your drawing, because it's we don't have to add all the details. We just have to add important ones that will reveal that as for instance, a guitar. You see, what I'm not going to add, for instance, because again it's my my depiction of it and my and how I like to work with poly art. I'm not going to add the strings. I did some of the strings instruments in poly art, and I don't add the strings because the strings, it's something quite difficult to just represent in poly art, only if you actually put like 6 lines here, but I don't like it very much. So for now, my drawing, my outline is this one. Okay, and so we have already here 30 minutes, and I'm gonna leave the rest for the part 2 of the video. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and check for later when on the second part we're going to add the shapes inside the guitar and color. Alright, thanks for watching, bye bye.